Look who's here. Hey, you know what's crazy? I just asked Shane who's the fastest guy he ever...
Floyd Mayweather, though, is a legendary athlete. What makes a legendary athlete is the one who wants to compete. He's notorious.
Have you ever wondered what it feels like to slug it out with the most fearsome names in boxing history? Can you imagine standing toe-to-toe with legends who redefine power, speed, and ring IQ?
He ever fought. And Oscar, he said that you were so fast he didn't see the punches when you guys fought. What did you say? The hook was like a...
From the moment he burst onto the scene, Shane Mosley made it clear he wasn't here to collect participation trophies. He strode into arenas exuding swagger and confidence, fists humming with kinetic energy and a desire to carve his name into boxing lore. Mosley's rise through the junior welterweight and middleweight ranks offered a front-row seat to his transformation from hungry challenger to bona fide superstar. Along the way, he faced four icons representing two generations: Oscar de la Hoya's razor-sharp technique, Floyd Mayweather's near-mythic defense, Manny Pacquiao's blitzkrieg assault, and Canelo Alvarez's raw power tempered by cunning. Each clash tested a different facet of his game: precision under fire, mental resilience, foot speed exchanges, and the ability to withstand punishment from a younger, hungrier foe.
Jab.
I didn't see his punches. Rattling my brain.
Hey, he's open for an exhibition.
Cameras circled and commentators buzzed with anticipation. One question haunted every post-fight interview: who was the toughest boxer Mosley ever faced? Today, we'll dive deep into those epic battles, exploring the tactics, the momentum swings, the locker room mind games, and the moments that forced Sugar Shane to dig deeper than ever before. By the end, you'll understand why Mosley's answer surprised even the most seasoned fight fans and why it cemented his legacy as one of the bravest warriors ever to lace up gloves.
What, you have a six-pack?
I don't want to get my ass.
Shane Mosley's first collision with Oscar de la Hoya on June 7, 2000, at the Staples Center felt like witnessing two shooting stars collide. De la Hoya arrived wrapped in golden hype, boasting slick footwork and pinpoint accuracy honed by years at the top of the amateur and pro ranks. Mosley, meanwhile, carried the swagger of an ascendant force. His jab snapped like a whip, and his southpaw angles forced de la Hoya to rethink his usual rhythm. From the opening bell, Mosley unleashed a relentless pace, weaving off the center line and peppering de la Hoya's ribs with stiff left hooks that drew gasps from the crowd. The champion tried to reset with distance jabs, but Mosley's feints and head movement blurred the target, turning simple straight rights into knockout opportunities. Laughter. Shane, right? Yeah. Oh, he's a legend. Round after round, Mosley's pressure grew more suffocating. He turned de la Hoya's defense into a labyrinth, circling to the offhand side and slipping counters with uncanny reflexes. When de la Hoya attempted to rally, Mosley clipped him with body shots that sent tremors through his torso and rattled his guard. By the championship rounds, de la Hoya's face bore the toll of Mosley's attack, bruised cheeks, and a fading spark in his eyes. Mosley, fueled by adrenaline and belief, maintained that intensity until the final bell. The unanimous decision win stunned the boxing world, elevating Mosley into superstardom and marking de la Hoya's first clear defeat in a decade.
Oh, he's a legend.
Their rematch on May 3, 2003, at the MGM Grand flipped the script. De la Hoya entered smarter. His camp is dismantling Mosley's tempo-choking strategy. He kept Mosley at bay with long jabs and slick lateral movement, picking shots from range and timing Mosley's lunges. In round 9, de la Hoya unleashed a blistering body-head combination that forced Sugar to clinch for dear life. Mosley, usually so sharp and confident, looked uncharacteristically aware of each breath, each step, each feint. Though Mosley retained his title via a controversial split decision, this second meeting underscored de la Hoya's adaptability and Mosley's vulnerability when his signature pace was neutralized.
Well, obviously at that time of fight, the best Mayweather. Yeah, it was so hard to hit. It was just hard to hit.
When Mosley squared off against Floyd Mayweather on September 1st, 2007, headlines screamed defense versus defense. Mosley arrived as the embodiment of aggression, a battering ram intent on punishing Mayweather's torque-driven body shots and lightning-fast combinations. Mayweather, however, moved around the ring as if choreographed by a scientist. each shift calibrated to turn Mosley's power into wasted energy. From the first jab, Mayweather's shoulders rolled, wrists flicked, and legs pivoted, turning Mosley's thunderous hooks into air swings. Every time Mosley closed distance, Mayweather snapped out counters to the temple. Sneaky uppercuts that seemed to appear from nowhere.
And he was just more of a, he had the defensive thing, but he also had good offense too as well. Mayweather worked with the fighter.
Mosley tried to cut off the ring to corral Mayweather into mid-range exchanges where his punching power could shake nose, but Mayweather's footwork transformed the canvas into a defensive fortress. He glided to the ropes, let Mosley overcommit, then exploded with twin left straights that felt as precise as scalpels. By round 8, Mosley's jawline showed new bruises. His right eye was half shut, yet still he pressed forward, refusing to surrender. Sweat and spit flew as each man tested the other's limits, but Mayweather's game plan never wavered. He dictated the pace, capitalized on openings, and demonstrated why boxing purists revere his IQ. When the final bell rang, Mayweather's unanimous decision was more than a win. It was a blueprint in defense, a lesson in patience, and a statement that power alone cannot topple perfect technique.
I was looking at Manny, and the guy is like to my chin almost, maybe a little bit taller than my chin. Like, there's no way this guy can beat me. No way.
The MGM Grand on May 7th, 2011, transformed into chaotic warfare when Mosley faced Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao stormed the ring like a ballistic missile. His southpaw angles and hand speed create a blur of flesh and leather. He opened the bout by inundating Mosley with 3 and 4 punch combos that landed at subconscious speed. Mosley, accustomed to being the aggressor, instead found himself on the back foot, scrambling to block haymakers from a challenger half his age. He had to reset his approach, parrying blows with forearms and jabs, occasionally ducking under hooks to fire back with stinging counters.
So I get into the ring with Manny Pacquiao. It's not like he's hard to hit. It's not easy to hit, but it's not hard to hit. When I went, so I can throw a little jab or right hand.
As the rounds wore on, Pacquiao's punches carried extra torque. His rotation whipped his hips like a tornado funnel. Body shots buckled Mosley's knees and slowed his footwork, turning once fluid movement into labored steps. Yet, in moments of respite, Mosley showed veteran guile, targeting Pacquiao's midsection with sharp twisting hooks designed to sap his legs. He landed enough to make Pacquiao pause, a testament to Mosley's heart and timing. Still, Pacquiao's relentless pace and volume punching eventually tipped the scales. Despite a debatable knockdown and Mosley's grit, the judges saw Pacquiao's dominance in punch count, power, and speed. Their unanimous decision victory cemented Pacquiao's reputation as an unstoppable force. They were thinking.
They were thinking Canelo was going to beat me, and I was like, man, this little kid can beat me. I got too much experience, man.
By May 4th, 2012, Shane Mosley had faced generations of talent. Yet, Canelo Alvarez represented something new. Youth fused with genetic power and unwavering confidence. The 21-year-old Mexican star marched into Mosley's domain with a steely gaze and a body honed for punishment. From round 1, Canelo applied forward pressure, stalking Mosley with measured steps, popping jabs that snapped Mosley's head like a windscreen wiper. Mosley, now 40, tried to use his lateral movement and veteran savvy to avoid an all-out brawl. He circled, pivoted, and dipped under hooks, firing off counters to remind everyone that experience still mattered. Irish kid. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
No Irish kid.
Yeah, no Irish. He's not gonna come. He can't beat me, right? So, and he.
Canelo weathered those counters and grew more aggressive. His right cross sliced through gloves, his uppercut surfaced from tight spaces, and his body shots came with mule kick force. Mosley's arms trembled as each blow landed, each thud echoing in the arena. When Mosley did find openings, rare glimpses of the old sugar finesse, Canelo absorbed the sting with an uncanny poker face, then pounced with double-barreled responses. By mid-fight, Mosley was grabbing and clinching, trying to slow Canelo's rhythm. Even then, Canelo stayed composed, twisting Mosley's torso with underhooks before unleashing explosive breakaway punches. The final bell saw Mosley upright but drained, his frame bearing the battle scars of youth's onslaught. Canelo's unanimous decision showcased his maturation into a complete fighter. Strong, savvy, and impossibly...